DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rebels offense will go to work first. And here comes the junior running back. What a performance he had in their last game, putting up more than 300 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Zings it complete to the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me every...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. That's caught. It's Alexander.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
3rd and short now from their own 48. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do...
Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
So Texas's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Hollywood Smothers, and we'll see two guys who can pick up yardage on the ground in this one.
Well, I think the reason these two teams are in the top 25, the biggest reason, is because of these running backs. These guys are electrifying. They can hurt you running it. They can hurt you catching it. They're one play away, David, from scoring a touchdown. You just hold your breath every single time these guys got the rock.
So advantage to the defense then, right? Because they practice against a great running back every day. You know, like you're used to seeing it. You're used to greatness. And to play another great running back, interested to watch which defense can adjust, which guy makes the most plays, and which guy gets bragging rights.
Play action. Here's Manning looking to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Manning. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man down the middle. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The keeper on the option. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gill.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr. And they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback like Chambliss?
And the Rebels will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
Blasted as he lets it go. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Third down from the gun. Manning throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the counter. There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Manning with a play fake. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and
caught. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for space. It smothers. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with, breaks into the open. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one. Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows. You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got two great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names he just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Going right back to Coleman.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Running inside. It's Smothers. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To throw, Manning. Complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll move the wide receiver. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Calls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're going back to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And send the tight end in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Townsend. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Arch is going to throw for it. With the catch, it's Townsend. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Well, you can't block a kick without being aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. The roughing the kicker penalty looks costly. Offense in great field position. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Caught behind the line. It's Wingo.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick release on the RPO. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Rebels offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Gets it into the end zone.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the move, it Smothers. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 8 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Texas A&M with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that said, Let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Longhorns head coach at the half. They are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Reads it, fires complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to him on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The screen, he's got wheels. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Might be calling a hot route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Texas sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll give it to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
QB draw. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick handoff. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Creates a little room. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Here's Arts to throw. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Running inside. It's Smothers. Runs through a tackle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Here's Manning to throw. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's not afraid to throw it from way back here. That's caught. It's Bradley. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. First and 10 from their own 17. They'll go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Alexander. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. On the ground, it's Lacey. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead.
That makes Ole Miss 31, Texas 20. Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Texas sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's
turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Townsend. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing Manning. Got it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Hart's going to spin it again. Fires to the tight end. Makes him talk to the hand. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play. And a 1st down just outside the red zone.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And he got it! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Using his legs, it's Lacey. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Inside the 40. Got a little grass. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll run play action. He'll pull it down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face now the kicker's going to throw it. Tackled there by the defense. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Manning throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Manning. Here's the heat. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him in the flat.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the 1st. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good.
38, Texas. 23. Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That's caught. It's Townsend. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath them.
Snags it, and there's running room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progression.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. 4th down, Manning. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. On the run, it's Lacey. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.